So today we go straight into what you see on the screen. We'll be talking about visual or chart selection factors. A lot of you submitted your assignments and you pop in different charts for different insights. It is important to highlight that there are factors to be considered before choosing which visual or chart you use for which insight or KPI. So we also go to visual formatting, organizing your dashboard, DAX modeling. That's not that. It's supposed to be DAX. I don't know. That will be DAX modeling. Let me just edit that right away. I'll be able to correct. So it is called DAX. Oh no, data modeling. Data modeling, sorry. So data modeling, I show you from the from the last class. I showed you something about the relationship or model pane. That's where we have data modeling. Let me go back to full slide. And from there, we go to introduction to measure. And the last topic for today will be exporting your reports in PDF. So I hope we have enough people. At a point in time, I was thinking if we should stop recording, because I think people now take it for granted. Okay, there will be a recording and I can catch up with it. And because of that,
I take note of those who were present. So except those who are present need the video. There are people who joined the WhatsApp group after last week's class and they requested, and even those set of people didn't even bother to do the assignment. So I think the video recording will only be provided to those who need it, those who were present, not those who didn't show up at all.
Okay, great. Because they will be in the best position to follow up. So I agree. If it's about just watching videos, there are millions of them online on YouTube that you can watch, but we want this class to be quite impactful. We want it to have an effect of knowledge retention so that you would be able to confidently say, yes, I can do Power BI, I can get into data analysis for you and build different insights using Power BI, you know. So that's the purpose of having this class. So for those who are present in the class, we will be able to provide the video for them. So if we are too fast, eventually you can catch up with this. Team, who is Faith? I can't remember if this person submitted the assignment. So please help me check. Or you already admitted them?
Yes, he submitted the assignments. I am verifying the records.
Okay, great. So we go straight into the number 1 point for today. Like I said, I took note of all the charts, and I'm sure I provided feedback for almost everybody, individual feedback. But I think from this class we having today, you'll be able to automatically see where to make adjustments.
Sorry, is it possible to change your subtitle to English? It's showing German, I think.
Yeah. Can you pause the recording so I do that and we don't show too many unnecessary things on the recording, the live recording, I mean. Can you pause it?
No, you can just continue. Just continue. Do what you want to do.
Okay. It's a setting. I was trying to look at where I did the setting for the recording. Otherwise, I'm just going to turn it off completely.
Are you sure it's not, the set is not on Zoom? Is it on your expression?
No, it's on my spreadsheet. I got it.
All right. Okay.
Oh, translation. Should be translation. Something translation.
Hello, I think you shouldn't just bother about the thing,
Okay.
just not to delay more time. Just
Yes.
continue since we are not seeing it again.
So I realized the last class because we didn't use presentation mode, the images and content were not too clear. So, but I'll just leave it this way. So, visual charts selection factor. These are the things you should consider before choosing which chart or visual to use. Like I said, most visual follow the pattern of X against Y axis. And it can be something like sales against products, like the one we did last time. You know, we had category against total sales, product against total sales, region or places by sales. So for stuff like this, it is easy to just go ahead and use your clustered column or line clustered column chart. So this is the cluster column chart. This is clustered column chart here, and line clustered column is this. However, you can use any of these. I mean, from here, can you see the lines? Just respond. From this,
Yes.
yeah, from this to this, you can use any of them for such presentation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 11, 12 of them. However, I consider using the clustered column or the line column to represent just something that has to do with, for example, sales against product, or sales against category. Now, if you have to do anything with region in one of the axes, sometimes it is quite interesting to just show map. Since we are talking about region, it will be able to pick maybe states, location. Using a map works quite very well. And if you want to see the result or performance in percentage, you realize that from what you did, it was easy to use either that donut chart or the pie chart to show that, because it has all the option of showing you categories in percentages, both maybe sales amount and percentage, and the location as well. So I will recommend strongly that for that, we use something like that for anything where you have to report percentage. Ade Lami, I can see your hand. You want to?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. I don't seem to understand those explanation. That is why I'm trying to call your attention regarding the X and the Y axis. Sorry.
So usually you probably remember the mathematics period where we have this line.
Yeah, for the map.
Most of these
Yeah,
things,
X and Y axis for the map. Yeah.
yeah. For the charts, X and Y axis. For the map, these are the map features we have here. We have this, and we have this. So, for example, where we have region, let me just go to Power BI. So, this is what I'm talking about. For total price by product, for example, you can see we have what we have used here, this way. So once you click here, you will see what is used. If for an existing report, you see that this has been highlighted. I used clustered column chart because it has to do with something against something. If, for example, I want to use lace, we've got region here. So I'm just going to say, okay, we have region here. Let me choose map. I want to see total product sales by region. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's going to indicate the country. I'm not sure if we have list of countries here or list of states, for example. If that's what we got, so it will populate the particular country in that region. So the data we have for today has something very useful to answer this question. So let me not waste too much time there. But in a nutshell, that's how it works. So you can either use this map or use field map. It's called field map. It works differently. You will see where we are able to populate with real data. So I'm making suggestions when you have to show region, you can use map. If, for example, your stakeholders do not specify in particular what should be used. So where we want to see result of performance in percentage, a pie chart. This is your pie chart or donut chart here, and the donut chart here. And I think some people actually used it in the last class. This is a pie chart. So you can see it's showing us potato chips, 2000 sales, etc. And please pay attention here because I will be doing part of the chart formatting automatically. If we want to format this to show us the percentage, as you can see, there is no percentage here. What you need to do is to simply go here. Can you see my mouse? It says,
yes, we can see it.
Format your visual. So you click on this. You have visual and general. So this time around, I want to work on the visual. I will go to the details label because that's what I want to work on. You can manipulate it and do anyhow. If you want it inside, you click inside. It doesn't look nice, right? So this is all about formatting. You can easily see that this does not really make sense. So go ahead and say, okay, leave it outside, And what do we want to do? We want to show percentage. So we go ahead and say, do category and percentage of total for me. So you see, we can at a glance say, okay, the highest sales by price is carrot at 22.2%, followed by oatmeal at 21%, etc., etc. So this is part of the formatting. And if you want to format, for example, maybe the background color of this thing, then you go ahead to general. But I won't jump into that. Let's follow the notes. So to show result in hierarchy, a funnel chart is highly recommended. Maybe you want to do ranking sort of. This is the funnel. This is what I mean by the funnel. It's also here. This is the funnel. Yeah, you have the funnel. So let's go to Power BI and play around it. We want to show hierarchy. Some of you used it, which is good. It makes us to see the top or the highest performer and the least performer in this instance. Maybe product by total sales. So you see, instantly I can say, oh, banana is the one with the least sales, 2.42%, and carrot is the one with the highest sale. So that's where we want to show hierarchy. use something like this. Then when we want to show totals or averages, a card is highly recommended. I told you what a card is in the last class. This is a card. Just click on it. And let's show it in Power BI too. This is a card here. So let me click outside, do a new one. This is a card. And for example, we want to show the sum of saves. That was a measure I wrote already. Sum of saves. Here you go. And you want to show the averages. Usually one can write a measure to show to show this, but I think Power BI is really advancing that. It's putting most of the DAX into shortcut for you already. Shortcuts, I don't know if it's the right word to use, but what it's doing is, if I didn't use this, maybe total price 33,000, and look, I hope I'm not too fast. Look at my left here, this field. Instead of using DAX formula to calculate the average, you can just click average and it's give you the average immediately. You want to see the standard deviation, it gives you. So it's really interesting tool out there for data analysis. Tim, I saw in chat. Please let me know what's in chat. And 3 people in the waiting room can also view and admit them. I'm hearing a noise. Please, let's mute and somebody raise their hand. Ask your question.
Yes, I can't see your screen from here again. I don't know what's going on here.
You have to go out and log in again. Is there anybody that can see my screen too? Is she the only one, or we have other people that can see the screen?
We can see your screen, sir.
You can see my screen?
No.
So why is nobody talking?
I can see your screen.
I can see your screen from my end.
I can also see your screen.
Now I'm confused. So if you can't see the screen, try to log out and log in again. If you are viewing it from the computer, maybe you should use your phone, something like that. That's the only thing I can recommend. How many people can see my screen? Let's do a count. Raise your hand. Let's do a count. Let's be fast about it. Okay, there are just 5 of the 12 participants that can see my screen. So I'll stop sharing the screen and start again. And thereafter, let me know if you are seeing the screen. So I stop sharing the screen and I'm going to start to share again. Okay, any difference? Is it any better now?
Yes, sir, we can see now.
Are you talking on behalf of everybody?
I'm sorry, I can see it now.
Okay. Well, I want everybody to respond. Can you all see it now?
Yeah, I can see.
I can't see the screen.
Okay. So I assume everybody can see the screen now, right? Everybody can see the screen now?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can. I can.
Yes,
Okay.
I can.
Great. So we're back. Total averages use a card, but overall, it is highly recommended to have table view unless not demanded. Most time, maybe your stakeholders do not demand it. It is always highly recommended. It gives an overview of the whole thing, first of all, and looking at the table, you look at the charts and sometimes you naturally see more insight to deploy merely looking at the table. So I think a good number of people also added table during the last assignment submitted, which is really good. So we go to visual or chart formatting. Before that, anyone ask any question? Any question from the first slide? No question? Okay. 3 participants.
Can you go over the card again, please?
What?
The card. I understand the usage, the function, but then I'm finding it hard to locate where it is presently.
Finding what?
The card.
It's hard.
Yes, I couldn't find it here. Like I'm trying to get where you bring it out from. I think I was having difficulty with this app.
This is card. The card is where you have this 1, 2, 3, or on your Power BI dashboard. I mean, yeah, on Power BI this is the card 1, 2, 3, where you have 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, thank you.
So next slide, which is chart or visual formatting, and I think I did a bit of that already. Formatting your visuals make it more appealing, and I've used this image to show the 2 areas where your chart is usually being formatted. I will also show the addition. Here we have the visual, and here we have the general. So I think it's best we show it from here. For example, you saw what I did here, formatting this pie chart. I simply go to format visual, click on it, and if you want to change the color of this cells, for example, you can say, okay, for carrot, because carrot has a yellow color, or is it okay? I give carrot this, and you can say for for oatmeal, I have no idea what oatmeal look like, but I'm going to give it something like this. You can say arrowroot. You have a color close to carrot, but I don't know what you look like exactly. Take this, and wheat. You can say where wheat look white sort of. You can decide that potato chips should look like whatever you want it to look like. Give it this. Go ahead and say banana. Banana is never green. It must be yellow. If it is not yellow enough, then you go to more color. Let me know if I'm fast. Let me go back. So if you don't have any of the selected color and you want more color, look at this. Click on more colors. You can also copy color online. If, for example, the person that gives you the task wants you to use a particular color, you click on more color, and this pop up. You can copy color code online and paste it inside this place. There is this color picker tool. So we are looking for very good yellow. Just click here. Very good yellow. I want something more yellow for banana. So something like that. But as you can see, it's too close to what we have in oatmeal chips. So if you have too close stuff like that, let's go and change the potato chips to something entirely different, and banana. So you can format your chart from here, formatting the slices, and data labels. I mentioned this already. You can choose if you just want only category to be showing, if you want data value to be showing. This is where I asked you to turn up the legend. If you remember the other time, for those that submitted their assignment, look at the legend is off. If I put it on, you see it by the side. You just see. So I think there's no point listing them again when we can list them here. So in situations where we cannot list them here, you can also decide where you want to put them. Is it by your right? You see center right? I can say no, I want it at top left. It will stay at the top left. I can say no, I want it at left stacked. You find it at the left. So you can move it towards any area you want. Very easy to adjust. And the product, this is the title of the whole thing. If you want to also format it, also possible to rename it and etc. But for the purpose of this, I'm putting it off because I can have the name and the percentages here as well. Now, this is you formatting the visuals. If you don't want data labels, you can turn it off. So you have an empty stub, not advisable. However, if you want to do general formatting, you click on general. And very interesting things you can do here to beautify your chart. This is where I added, this is where I formatted the title. Click on title. It asks you the text, total sales by product, the font size. You can change it. You see it's getting bigger. Back to 12, and you can say, what color do I want to give it? Maybe yellow. That's awkward. Let's put it in blue, and you can also change the text color to maybe say yellow. That's awkward. So let's put it back to white. So I'm just telling you different possibilities from formatting your chart. And more interestingly, apart from formatting the title, you can have subtitle, divider, etc. Not really necessary. But the background, you can format the background. The background you see here is white, which is most of the time always the most sensible thing, especially if your company do not have a template. But if you say, okay, I just want to have a different background, look at that. That's not bad, right? Not bad. And you can adjust the transparency. So you can also say, okay, I want to make it red. Go ahead and add yellow. This doesn't look good anyway. But you can adjust the transparency to make that yellow look like something else, as you can see. You know, it's still yellow, but I'm adjusting the transparency to format it into what I like, you know. So you can do all the formatting you want to do here, but no, I put it back to white. And you can also add visual border. If you see this blue line by all the side, it's the border. So let me go back there. If I turn it off, you're not going to see it there again, you see. You can put it on alt, whatever color you want to put, and you can also make it bigger, you know, round the corner. What are we? You see, it gives a rounded corner. Let me click outside of it. You see what it looks like? You see. So it's blend the corners for me instead of just leaving it like a square. Quite a lot of interesting stuff you can do with this effect. And then you can also give it a shadow to say, okay, I want it to have a shadow. You can already see the shadow, but okay, I want the shadow inside. Inside. So you have the shadow by the right and bottom. So it's bottom right. A whole lot of design you can give it, but as far as I'm concerned, for design, the simpler, the best, not even the better. So some people can go ahead and put a lot of design and make it look cool, really, but most time the simpler the better. And here you have two tips. Two tips is when you hover around your chart, what you want it to show, So report page, I will show where the tooltip is quite more relevant here. You can put the whatever text you want it to display for you, So we'll get there. That's all about formatting your visual. It's really, really interesting how formatting the visual make it really, really appealing for you and for the viewers or for whoever you are making presentation to. So let's go back to our PowerPoint and see where we are. Okay, organizing your dashboard. In organizing your dashboard, I commented on a lot of people assignment last time because you just have two dashboard here and you are not you don't have it really, really organized. If you are having even number for charts, it is recommended that all the visuals are the same size. I didn't make this the same size because this is a card, and usually cards are not supposed to be this big. But if I'm having, for example, this kind of charts across board, you can make sure that all of them are the same sizes. So you have 6 here. If it is 4, make sure the 4 fill up this place, fill up the whole dashboard, and give them the same size. For example, if I want to give this table and this table, all these 3 below, if I want to give them the same size, what I'm going to do is, this is the table. It's also part of the formatting. Click on the table and then click on format. You see properties. You can set the height, the width of the table. So I've got this to be 300 by 464. So let me say I may not be able to get 464 for the other chart because the table has too many things to show me. So, but for example, let me say I will lose part of the table, 400. You see, I lost part of the table, and the height is, let me say 290. 290. So I want to give everything here 290, 400. 290, 400. 290, 400. So because there is no enough space for that 400, that was rejected. So let's say 300. You see? Oh, so but ideally, if something like that happens, you have to go ahead and reduce the size of others so that individual we have the same sizes. This is all about organizing the dashboard. And most of the time, ensure there are no spaces. I'm going to make sure of that. Even if they are not of the same sizes, sometimes you have to run visuals that will not permit you to have the same sizes for all of them. So make sure that there are no unnecessary gaps. For example, so it makes your dashboard look pretty mature. So let everything be so let's so there we go. All of them same height, assuming same height, same width, and I don't know, this is not having the visual border blue. Okay, so same height, same width for all of them, and no space. we can also ensure that this is not having any space too. No space. Sometimes you may need to leave space. So don't get me wrong, but in most instances, ensure that all spaces are filled up. They are really not that needed. So you have a solid dashboard this way. You see it look quite organized. You just need to title it properly. And you can see what I did with this slicer, because I do not want too much spaces here, because I only had 3 filter: product, location, and date. So instead of having a lot of spaces here, I converted this slicer into a chiclet slicer. It is called chiclet slicer. Can you see where my mouse is? Chiclet slicer. How can you get this? Just go to these 3 dots. Please let me know if you are getting it. These 3 dots, it reads get more visual, right? Is that what you have there? Get more visual. Can you see it? So you click on it, click on get more visual, and it takes you to a kind of store where you are able to select. Yeah, here we go. So lot of useful slicer you can get for here. So you go to search and put the chiclets. So you just click on it, and it will tell you add. You can download sample to see what it look like, how it works, but then just click on add, and it will automatically appear on your Power BI. So where is this size? All right. So this is part of organizing your dashboard. It allows you to make sure that every space are well used up, and instead of having a drop down here, you can easily say, okay, I want to see arrow roots, and I think it's really cool. I want to see banana, bran, carrot, chocolate, oatmeal, potato chips, pretzels, whole wheat. So it's a really interesting slicer I like to use, because I don't need to drop down before I pick anything. I just click right away. About organizing dashboard, many people who please check if Boye submitted assignment before I admit him.
I'm checking. Don't worry, just continue. I'm verifying everyone.
Okay, so many people did this header, but it was not full. You are supposed to ensure that this header is full from this end to the other end. So some of you left the header halfway, and some of you, your Tesco food sales report was maybe at the beginning here. You didn't align it to the center. So make sure that you align it to the center. Let it look really, really solid, so that if you are presenting to anyone, or for example, if you are employed somewhere and they ask you to submit a task, you will be sure that this is, what you are submitting is really, really up to taste and satisfactory to you. If you are my employer and I submit this dashboard to you, I'm sure you will be impressed, right? So make it look this neat, well arranged, and orderly. So that's about organizing your dashboard. I didn't finish the slides, but is there any other thing I want to show you here? Okay, let me quickly show you. Something from last class. So somebody was trying to show use different color to determine the top 3 sales or the bottom 3 sales. So I will teach you this in the third class. If you want to just focus on this sum of total price by product, say you want to see the top 4 sales, just click Control. So I added this button. All I need to do is to click on this button. So it's showing me top 4 product by sales, and then I want to see bottom 5 sales. Just click on this, and here you have your bottom 5 sales. So these are 3-in-1 chart. I will show you how to do it in the next class. It's really a very cool feature in Power BI. And if you want to see sales by product, so it's like the combination of the two, like the top 4 sales and the bottom 5 sales in one chart. So somebody was trying to do that yesterday, and I said you can use conditional formatting, and I will show you how to do that now. So what you need to do if you want to do conditional formatting is, let me click outside so nothing will be disrupted, is to click your cluster chart, here, my cluster chart here, and I want to see total sales by product, total sales by product. However, I want to distinguish the top sales and the bottom sales by 2 different colors. So in the formatting that we used the other time, what we do is go to colors. Let me go back. Your visuals, then go to columns. Sometimes you see bars, sometimes you see columns. Go to columns, click on the columns, and then you see what? Colors. Look at this FX. So you click on this FX, and it asks you what you want to do, format style, gradient. If you want to do just 2, you can do just 2 and say minimum values and highest values. So you will be the one to determine what the minimum value or the maximum value should be. But what I did was not gradient. I did rules. You can play around it and do whatever you want to do, you know. So like I used to tell people, play around the features. You will get a lot of things. So click on rules. From rules, what do we want to format? We want to format the total price. Is that right? I want response. Are you following?
Yes.
Yes.
So we want to format the total price. Sum of the total price, not the average. So you see all the options here. Sum of the total price is what you want to format. So if the value is greater than or equals to 0 and is less than or equals to, let me explain it slowly. If the value, because it's quite tricky, if the value is greater than or equals to 0 and less than or equals to, so I can have less than or equals to, say 4,000. Now this thing will not work because you are seeing percent here and you are seeing.
Hello, sir. Sorry, I'm not quite getting this thing very well. Oh. I'm sorry. Just need you to go back a little bit so I can catch up back. I'm sorry.
This
Thank
is
you.
just, I want to format it by color. So I want the highest color, the highest total sales to have a different color, and the lower sales to have a different color. So this is the chart. By default, everything will look like this. But you will go to your formats, you go to your columns. Instead of clicking on color, you can pick any color, but instead of picking color, you don't pick color, you just look at this FX. That's the conditional formatting tool. Click on it. This dialog box open and you have the format style. We can use gradients. With gradients, it will give me 2 colors and it will determine it by itself. And I can also choose what color I want it to be as well. But it's going to be very close color. The 2 color will be almost whatever color you choose is what it will represent for you here. And you can choose the value. For example, the lowest value should be around 3,000 and the highest value should be from 5,000. You can do that as well. But I didn't do that. What I did was rules. You can read up on conditional formatting with Power BI, with column, with anything. And the column I want to format here is the total price. Look at my mouse, follow my mouse, the total price. If it's not already selected, you can go to the table, it will show you who says, what do you want to format? Total price. Bam. And then how do you want it to be? Sum, average, anything you want, you pick. Most of the time, just leave it in sum. Now, for you to succeed with this, probably you write it on the paper, first of all, to say, I want sales from 4,000 upwards to be blue, and I want sales from 4,000 downwards to be yellow. So sales from below 4,000 will be if the value, the total price, this value, if this total price is greater than or equals to 0, yeah, 1 is greater than or equal to 0. 1 is greater than 0, apparently. 4,000 is greater than or equals to 0. And that is where we want to set our conditional formatting. Now, take note, this is in percentage. If your data is in percentage, it has to be in percentage. But the unit price is not in percentage, it's in what? It's in number. So put it in number. So we have fulfilled one of the conditions, that if total price, sum of total price is greater than and equals to 0, and if it is less than or equals to, say, 3,500, let me do it that way. The format is also number, not in percent. Then give me the color this. So if I choose this color, the color you will see for numbers that are less than or equals to 3,500. While the numbers that are greater will be the default color on the chart. So let's go ahead. If you want to add another rule, you can add new rule to say if the number is greater than or equals to 3,500, so 3,501 this time around, and less than or equals to, don't forget to put it in number, and less than or equals to 5,000, for example, then give it this color. So you can go on and on and on and on.
So less than, you only chose less than, you didn't choose the equal to sign.
Where?
For your less than, for the second rule.
Let me see.
Maybe it was a skip, or maybe I wasn't saying it well.
Probably. Oh, okay. Rules. Number. Less than or equals to, what I put here was 2,500. Number, you said, right? So which one are you talking about?
No, you chose 2 rules.
New rules, yeah.
The second rule where you said if value is less than or equal to 3,501 and less than or equal to. So what you chose was just less than.
Oh,
that's what I was referring to. And again, please, I have a question because I think you've done this logic before, and I think you've saved it. But when we wanted to come back here, we couldn't see anything in it again. Is it that it goes off? Because I think it should be a kind of continuation.
That was a mistake. I cancelled the FX. So that was what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
3,501. Oh, you see, it didn't bring the OK button for me because something is not working. And you can see from here, please check the logic of this rule. So if something is not right, clearly it won't allow you to go. So this has to be number. And you see what happened now. It has given me the access. So here you go. You have the top 3 says in blue. I just put this is not really necessary. I could have made it the top 4 says and then the top bottom 5 says, just like I did here. So that's how it works. If you now want to adjust it, so if you click on this button, you see remove conditional formatting. But if you want to edit, just click that FX again. It brings this for you. So I want to remove this and then okay. So here we go. I hope this is clear enough. Just follow the video. You will get it clearly. It's not that. So I'm going to remove this. I just want to show the conditional formatting. Quite an interesting feature. However, if you don't want to do the conditional formatting and you still want to show, maybe for example, just the top 4 saves, there is something we call filter. You go to your view and click on filters. Did you see that? I'll do it again. You go to view. In the ribbons, go to view and click on filter. So you see filter is appearing. Mute yourself. I'm hearing the background. Just mute yourself. So the filter is showing here. To expand it, click this arrow. Now it's expanded. And don't forget, we already click on this. You now say, I want to see the top 4 sales alone. So you go to top 4 by product. Click on the product and you want to filter. You click on the basic filtering. So there are advanced filtering, basic filtering, and top N. That top N is top or bottom, whatever you want to do. So if you click on top N, say I want to see the top 4 product by sales. I want to see the top 4 product by sales, right? So what you do is you will drag the sales, total sales column. Hope you are seeing my mouse. Total sales. Since you want to see the top 4 product by sales, don't forget, I want to see the top 4 product by sales. You just drag your total price and by value, put it in that box. And you click apply filter. You see that? So immediately it's showing you the top 4 product by sales: carrot, oatmeal, arrowroot, chocolate chip. If you now say, oh no, I want to see the bottom, you see, you have bottom and top there. Instead of seeing the top 4, I only want to see the bottom. Just click your bottom and apply the filter. So it shows you the bottom. But you see, one interesting thing is that it is also following the order of the conditional formatting that we set. Why it gave us the top 4 in blue, it gave us the bottom in what? Orange. So that's how this works. If you have any other question, let me know. I can see 3 answers already. Okay. Hope, can you moderate? I can see the hand. Can you moderate them to ask the question?
All right. A moment. All right. Boye, please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Thanks. I just want to ask, the question is for the rules. I think it gives a kind of overview that shows the whole data, but for this filter, it just shows the top or bottom. Is there a way that the filters too shows the whole overview, not the bottom or top?
By default, without adding the filter, you are seeing everything. But usually,
No, I mean with the color separation. That's
with the color separation, not quite. There are also a lot of ways you can show anything you want to show. It's not only top something. For example, maybe that can sort it. Let me clear the filter. So once you click clear, everything will be gone. So you don't have it there again. Let's do this. So if you look at sum of total price, you also have this box. Is less than, if you want it to show you sum of total price less than something, is less than, if sum of total price is less than say 5,000, show me says where sum of total price is less than 5,000. You see, this is 4,000, whatever. But if you want it to show you greater than, where is greater than 5,000, you see you have 7,000, 5,330. So there are actually a lot of ways, but I think the conditional formatting is the one that allow you the separation of colors like that. Is that clear?
Yeah, crystal clear.
Okay, great.
All right, Aziz. Aziz, are you there?
You can call the next person.
All right, Drazi. A question, please.
Drazi.
Possibly you continue when he's able to figure out maybe it's internet.
So I think the hand was the one we raised earlier when he asked, so we forgot to put it down.
Okay.
All right.
So I have closed the filter. But if, for example, your employer say, I want to see the top 10 sales and the bottom 5 sales and all of that, you can quickly use the filter to just do all of that, without using conditional formatting. The filter comes handy there. So with that filter, you can, that's what I was telling you the last class, be creative. You can populate this whole thing with more than 8 different charts with that filter. Play around it. I want to see the product with top, whatever, with bottom, whatever, product between this and this. You can also say between this and this, etc. So data modeling. I don't know where I got this thing has been writing consistently. So data modeling, fact and dimension table. This image is from Microsoft, so I've sourced it to avoid plagiarism or whatever. I was trying to explain something to you about model view, which is also called relationship view in the last class. And I said you can use it to join different tables together. You use it for data modeling to see how your different table work together with just a unique ID. And this is exactly what this is about. We have what you call fact table and dimension table. This in the middle is your fact table, and these are the dimension table. Your fact table is the table that contains the basics of the data. For example, sales, order, etc. When you have sales, you think about customer, you think about product, you think about location, you think about your own employee, right? So the sales table is the fact, why the other one around it, the other people, the other entity that makes this possible are the dimension table. So I have sales, I'm having product as dimension, I have territory or location, I have employee, I have maybe reseller, etc. So it is important for you to understand how this works. But if you look closely, there is a unique identifier for all of them. There is a unique ID that bring all of them together. Let's look at it. Here, you see product alternate key, right? Here you see sales territory alternate key. Here you see employee national ID alternate key, resell alternate key, date alternate key. So from this, and let me see. From this, you see that there is one unique thing with all of them. There is a unique thing with all of them, which is the alternate key. And that is represented here by your product key. So it will be the one that they will link with all around. Let me show you example with a data imported. So I sent in a data yesterday and said we will be working with that data, right? So let me show you an example. So this is the order table. You see, we have orders, we have people, we have returns. So these three tables are for order of a particular logistic company or a warehouse, or as the case may be. If I go to relationship, you can see these are the this was a duplicate table from last class. It says you can delete a table by doing this, delete from model. Yep. So are you able to follow, or am I too fast for you to follow? Is anybody able to follow, try anything I'm trying? Unmute your mic and talk. Hello?
And is anybody having issues with this pace? Or does nobody's having any challenge with it? I think it's a good pace.
So this was a new table I imported yesterday. Orders. Where are the rest? Okay. People and returns. Other people and returns. Like we said, our facts table from this example, who can tell me what our facts table would be? From this example. Unmute your mic. What's going to be our fact table here?
Order.
Order, that's correct. So returns and people are our dimension table because they all work with the order. Without order, there is no people. Without order, there is no returns. So you see that this table are isolated. If I attempt to do anything, for example, let me see. Let me say product, and I want to choose from maybe people. What column are in people? Sadly, I have to go here. So people has a region. Okay. So if I want to say product by region, you see, can't fix this, blah, 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 because the table are not connected. You know, orders and table data are not connected in any way. However, if I go back to the relationship and I say, hey, what is in column 2 is the region. I need to go and look for region here, bring this and drop it there. So I have successfully dropped this region in this region. Like I said, they must all have the same unique ID for you to join them. You cannot join region and product. It has to be region and region. Now let's go and see what will happen here. You see, it has taken the error away. Taking the error away, and now you have something that you can work with. So, if, for example, I now add, let's say, profit. This can be product by profit. So product by profit, and I want to use the region to filter it. So let me put region in filter. So put region in filter. Caribbean, Central Africa, Central America. So you see how it works. But if we do not build that relationship, it's never going to work. So I want you to do this, and in 5 minutes, do what I've done, build that relationship, and I want to see 2-3 people share their screen. So let's see. Two minutes is gone. I hope someone is trying something. If you are able to do it, raise your hand. We give you access to share the screen with us. The task is build a relationship. I already sent that data into the group yesterday. Import it, build a relationship with it, and show us something.
Is anybody done? Wants to share their screen?
So maybe I had 4 more minutes because they will just import the data. So you are starting from importing the data.
Is there anybody attempting it at all? Okay, somebody's raising up a hand. Please go ahead.
So I have a question rather.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. I don't know if it's possible. Can we ask questions based on what about that data formatting? That should be the first page of the class.
Yes.
Okay. Where he asks us to get more visuals, like where we need to use this icon, this 3 dotted icon to get more visuals. It's actually
Can you share
asking
your
me,
screen?
it's asking for my email address before I can do that.
Don't
So my
bother.
question is that do we need to be connected to get more visuals?
Of course, you need to be connected. However, you don't need more visuals. This task I gave you, you don't need more visual for it. Go ahead and do exactly what I asked you to do. You need the internet for the more visual because it's going to sort of download it.
Can I share my screen?
Yes, you can share your screen. You can't see your chats.
Can you see it, please?
It's not showing your chats. It showed initially, but not again.
Yeah.
Aziz, your hand is raised.
Sorry, I was trying to tell you I want to share my screen initially.
All right. So we are still waiting for Ade while they. All right, I'll wait. Aziz, do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, I'm the same
good. You can
person
see your
here.
screen now. All right.
And that is what I've been able to do.
Okay.
Did you see it?
Kule, you stop sharing again.
Yeah, that's it. I was able to link the region, and the amount of. Okay, I was trying to pass across the fact that which region was returned most of the product. So it was Western Europe that returned most product, according to the chart. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't know if anybody, but I can hear you.
Yeah, that is what I did on the graph.
Okay, so did you show me your relationship? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, any other person? You can stop sharing. Yeah, good. Any other person want to show us what they do? Okay. I don't think any other person.
Any other person wants to share their screen?
So we have only someone that tried it. So I mean, I don't want the class to be just talking, and I was hoping we have people follow and try something and say, no, this thing didn't work. If you need more time, just tell us. If you are working on it and you are not yet done, please talk. I will need at least 3 people to do it before I move on. I don't want to be talking and just talking. So if you are on it, tell us, let us know. I'm giving 4 more minutes. After that, we end the class with that if we don't have someone else try this. On it, great.
If you are stuck and need assistance, please talk. I will not assume it's only 2 people who are attempting the exercise.
Okay. We have to go on. If you eventually get it fixed, let us know. We give you the room to share your screen. So typically that's how to build relationship. That's how data modeling works. And if you look at the return too, let's go and see what's in the return table. This is your return table. And Western Europe, I think this is also more with this more with region, but this is other ID. ES. Let's check that other ID or SIS ID or something. No. Yes, other ID. So we can go ahead and say, let me see, other ID, and
Sorry for
You are not sharing your screen again.
sorry.
You are not sharing your screen again. No, we can't see your screen. No.
Can't see your screen.
now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so this is the relationship. We've just built a relationship between people and others, and we have to build the relationship between return as well. So I want to see what usually it is good to edit the column already. So not editing the column is where I'm having column 1, column 2. Not too good. Let's go to the people table. People, column 1. Employee,
city,
and region. Region. So returns. Double click. Order ID. So to join the returns table and the orders table, we need to look at what they have in common. And in this case, I believe is the order ID. Yeah, here we go. Order ID and order ID. So you just simply drag one on top of the other. It can be order to return or return to order. It doesn't matter. So we have successfully built a relationship between the three tables. Anything we want to do with this very report around all these three tables will not be easy for us to do without any error. So you saw the last time without building the relationship, it flagged an error, right? So Toye, I saw your hand the other time. You still want to ask a question?
No, we've gone past that, so I want to drag us back. Thank you.
Okay. So that's typically how it works, building relationship. And this is very, very important because in real life work, you will have tens of tables, different tables that you will need to link together in order for you to be able to produce reports. So I will admonish you to read more on data modeling or relationship in Power BI. You will get a lot of resources. So I think that's where I want to stop the class today. And what I will do is just give you an assignment, and I want us to have a very solid view. Please be creative about the chart, and say I'm going to teach you this in the next class, how you can have hundreds of pages, put all of them in a single page by using bookmarks. This is a bookmark. Top 4 says, bottom 5 says, etc. So the assignments I'm going to give today is going to be as simple as last class, but a little bit more advanced with data modeling. Import the data, build the relationship, and then I want 2 pages with 8 solid insights. 2 pages with 8, please put yourself, 2 pages with 8 solid insights, not the same. The 8 insights should not be the same. They should be different insights entirely. This data is very rich. If you look at it, look at the other data. It's like a warehouse where the other lot of stuff. Let me bring table. Let me bring a table. It will show you how much we have in there. No. So let me bring a table. You have category, you have city, you have country, customer ID. You can look at, you can give us insight on the customers. How much customers do we have by product? How much sales by product? How much sales by country? Sales by city? Discounts, the order by country, order by, you have sales, you have order. This is really, really very rich data. In fact, I'm not expecting anything less than 8 insights. If you want to do well, give me 3 pages and make it 12. Products, order, sales, customers. These are completely different information. Shipping dates, ship mode, state, subcategory, employee, region. It's a whole lot of data where you can give us different insights. The reason why I'm not giving you specific thing now is I want you to be creative, because that's the one of the first requirements to have as a data analyst. They always tell you have to be analytical, have analytical mind, and be creative. So it's not every time they will tell you do this, do that, do. So it's something like you take initiative yourself and being able to produce brilliant insight from a report. So do you have any question? So before the question, I want your report to be really, really solid, and I don't want us to have corrections of the kind of correction we had in the last class, right? So I want it to be really, really, really solid. We don't want to, I know a lot of people are busy, some people chat me, they want to be here and there. We can make exception for a few people, but we do not want to share this video in the larger group, as we realize that people are relying on it.
There's a form. People should please fill the form. I just sent the link to the form. That's the email. I'll be granting access to video recordings. Okay. So there's a link on the chat board. Please fill that so that I can send the link to the video via email.
So I noticed that we also had some people who dropped out, maybe for one reason or the other, because I noticed at a point in time there were about 19-20 participants. So, but yeah, fill the form as instructed and ask any question now before we go to the ending session. Ask your questions. If there was an area you think I was too fast or something you didn't understand fully, please ask your questions. No questions?
Only one person has filled the form. It's only emails that are granted access that will be able to view the video. So please fill the form. Yeah, 2 people have their hands raised. Please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Tutor and the moderator. God bless you. My question is, I don't want to be too demanding, but I will appreciate if we can just have a little minute to be taken back about what the assignment is all about. Because truly, I try to follow up with everything we have been shown and taught today. But I really want to know what we are requested for about the apartment in connecting the data set together with each other. so that I will not be disturbing you during the week about what to do. Thank you very much.
I don't have clarity with that question. Is it about what the assignment should look like, or you want to understand the relationship again?
Yeah, what the assignment should look like, look like the relationship and what we are expected to do, because the last part you are trying to explain on the relationship, I didn't get it very well. So I wouldn't mind if you can just try to explain better again.
Well, I would recommend you follow the video, but there was really nothing difficult. I will delete this relationship and reestablish it. If you want to delete the relationship, click on this, right click, delete. So I showed you facts and dimension table. I said fact table is the basic table. For example, sale, order, etc. Without sale, you don't have people, you don't have products, you don't have location, etc. But with sales, that's when you have all of this. So the sales table is the dimension table. Just like in our own case, the order table is the sales table is the fact table. Just like in our case, the order table is the fact table. Now your dimension table are the sort of attachment, the other features of the basic. When you have orders, you have people making the order. You have people making the order possible. Delivery, etc., sorting in warehouse, etc. Returns, maybe there are broken orders. When you order things from Amazon, you know you want to return it and all of that. These people take care of it. And the return is made possible only via the order ID and other data. So for us to be able to link this return to the order table, we need a unique ID, unique identifier, which I explained in the last class, right? So we have order ID here. We have order ID here. Sometimes the name may not be the same, but you will see, you go and check the column. If they don't have the same name, go and check the table and see how they relate. For example, this is the return table. Look at the order ID, ES 2015, RA, blah, blah, blah. And look at the order table. Order ID, ES 2013, MC, blah, blah, blah. You see that they are quite alike. So that's how you know, because sometimes they might not name it order table. You know that when you import the data and you also see it, the name there is column 1, column 2. I edited this to order table myself. Without editing it to order ID, if I still drag it on this order ID, it will still work because the contents are the same, irrespective of what the heading are. But best practice, make the heading the same. Just click on it, drag it, drop it on this, and you have established a relationship. On the assignment, I said be creative about it. There are lots and lots of columns that you can use to build your insight. For example, we just said sum of profit by product name. Which product is offering the highest profit? The business owner may want to invest more in that product, which is normal. You say, Hewlett, wireless, whatever. Let me see. Wireless fax, high speed. Sum of profit, 1,154,000, followed by Motorola smartphone, you know. That's one. You may want to say sum of profit by region, by location, sum of sales. So what I'm saying is that here you have profit by location, profit by product, profit by a lot of things. You have sales by product, sales by location, sales by employee, sales by. So just look at the table. A data analyst needs to pay attention to detail. You will see it in many. Go and check the job description for data analyst. Just go online. It's always there. Attention to details. Look at data. Take very good look at it. Don't rush. Don't rush. I mentioned it in the first class. Don't rush to design a dashboard. Rather, look at the table. Study it very well. Look at everything you can use from the table. Every column you can use to make some interesting insight that you think will be important for stakeholders. Look at shipping cost. Which product has the highest shipping cost? You can now relate it to the profit. If it's having the highest shipping cost, it might not really be profitable, having more profit at the end of the day, you know. Okay. Your question.
Sorry to bother you again, sir. My question is, do we need multiple tables before we can build connection, or just a table we can build a multiple connection from a table?
Well, I'm a little bit confused, but from what I showed you,
I mean, like what you are saying now, I'm seeing food sales, returns, orders, people. Are those multiple tables or just a table,
these are multiple tables.
different color?
There are multiple tables, not just different column. There are multiple tables, not the same table.
Okay,
That's
so
what
we
I'm
need,
trying to. That's what I'm
so
trying to
before we
show.
can build connection now, we need multiple tables.
Exactly. You cannot build connection with a single table. It's just a single table. You have everything you need there. So you don't need to build connection. You build connection when you have multiple tables that you need to link together. And make no mistake, this food sale is not part of it. This food sales was what we used for last class. So for this class, please note, you only have orders, people, returns. These three tables. That's what you have for this class. Ignore the full sales table. Is that clear? Hello, is that clear?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I couldn't touch.
Yeah, it is very clear now. Thank you.
I couldn't touch on introduction to measure. Probably because we had to prolong this too much. We'll spend 1 hour 40 minutes. So we'll be part of next class and other stuff. We have one more class before you will get your project. So be up to speed with this assignment. It will really get you busy, So next class, I will introduce measure. And let me do this, exporting your report in PDF. So the other time I was talking about you signing in to publish your report, etc., etc. It's not really necessary. So if you want to export this report, for example, you go to your file, you see export, and then you see export to PDF. Click on it. So you see what we have there? It has exported it to PDF for you. And if you have 100 pages, it will help you to organize it pages by pages. You see, that's what we've got so far. So it has done the organization for us, pages by pages. So this is how I want you to submit the next assignment. Export to PDF, not screenshot, don't snap. Export to PDF and send over. Is that clear?
Only 9 people have filled the form. I think those are just people that will need access to video. Because I will not share the link to the video on the WhatsApp.
Yeah, it's very clear.
Okay. So you save as. After it shows you as PDF, click on your save as, and put it anywhere you want to put it on your computer. And desktop. So it's there. You'll be able to share with me as a PDF. For those that have not filled the form, please fill it. I also want to think for some reasons. Maybe some people were logged out or data exhausted. Sorry, quite a number of people are from Nigeria, and I can see that most people that are remaining here are more or less okay. A good number of people in the UK here, so they won't have problem with data. But I can relate with those in Nigeria having issues with data, and I want us to bear with them. However, again, please fill the form. If 9 people of 14 has just filled the form, it means we still have 5 more people or 4 more people to fill the form. And once this meeting ends, you won't have access again. You are able to only see the form as long as the Zoom meeting is on. Data and light, sorry, yeah, we know. So the best practice is to follow with your phone and sit in front of your computer to be doing whatever. Maybe for the serious one, we try and provide data for next class for those that have shown the real seriousness. I'll do something about the data. Yeah. How many people are free so far? Team.
We have 11 submissions so far.
Okay, 2 participants raised their hand. Can you?
Yes, Adelami's hand is raised. Please go ahead.
I'm sorry, I've raised my hand earlier and I've asked my question, so I will lower my hand now.
Okay, thank you. Yes, some people who are having internet issues, they chatted me on WhatsApp and I resolved that. Aside that, I don't think I've heard from any other person. Well, for those who showed up today, if you have issues with data, please reach out, let me know. Let's see what we can do. I mean, you've made commitments. The least you can do is to find a way to complement your effort as well. Yeah, I think that's basically all from my end. Those who are having technical issues with their computers, some people have reached out. We are trying to resolve it. Yes, I think that's basically all. We have 11 people who have submitted the form so far. I think that's a good number.
Okay.
Shagun, you raise your hand.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Quick question. The first thing that has the product that listed has Arrow Roots Banana.
I'm struggling to hear you. I don't know where you are. I don't know if it's your internet, but I'm struggling.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I said the pen directly under the title that has the product listed. I'm sorry, my question is to the teacher now that talks about arrows, banana, brain, carrots, that list it. So my question is that were those things built out of the visualization or how?
I'm lost. I can't make anything out of what you said.
I said so. Now there is a pen that lists out all of the products we're talking about. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm saying. It's on this page you're on. It lists arrow roots, banana, bran, carrots. Yeah. So like I'm asking if those are visualizations, like if you made them out of the build visuals, like out of something there. Sorry, I kind of came it. So.
Okay, just catch up on the video. I don't want to go back. Yes, this is a visual on itself. It's a chart, it's a visual, however you want to call it. And if you watch the video, you see how we arrived at this. And that's 3 charts in a space. You see some, if you look beneath, you see sales by product, top 4 sales, bottom 5 sales. So we have 3 charts built in there. You will see how they work when you look at the video, but I'm going to teach how to do that by the next class.
All right. Thank you very much. Again.
Okay. If there is no further question, thank you all for coming for this class. I hope you've been able to gain one thing or other outside what we learned the last class. If you have any direct question, you can come to my DM and I will be willing to provide answers. But please watch the videos. Don't ask questions that you can get answer from the video. I will just refer you back to the video. Thank you. Thank you, our distinguished.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. God bless you.
All right, please fill the form if you have not. I will not reply on the WhatsApp group for video requests.
So there are 3 more people that didn't send requests, right?
We have 12 people who have filled the form so far, and I think that's a good number.
That should be the number.
Yes, there are people who joined with multiple devices, so I think we are good.
Okay, and I'm looking at myself and you are part of the 14. And
yes. All right, thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful weekend.